XRP, we start with daily charges. I want to give a quick update. And first of all, if you refer to my analysis last a few video which we uploaded on YouTube, I mentioned we have been looking for 1.97. All right, that's why I was keep highlighting about 1.97, almost price tag 1.95. Now wanna see whether the price can break 1.97 or not. Okay, if you remember, since the price was exactly within this range, I was keep highlighting about the support of the 41 to buy at that. I mentioned below 50 we can look for buy. We don't need for the trade setup. This is what I highlighted, and I mentioned we are looking for XRP for this year. This is what we get, and we keep highlighted about the 1.97. Now the price almost tag 19.7. Now we want to see what's the next. Okay, anyway, if we start with the higher time frame and we want to see what's the targets we have been looking for, we mentioned with the breakout of the all-time high we can look for 4.2 following by 5.4, and I mentioned at least I'm looking for 5.4 following by 6. This is the range as a targets I'm looking for. Above that, yes, we can expect, and the best is between 10 and 12. Above that, I don't think so. Okay, but the normal range, the first target is 5.4 and 6. This is the targets I'm looking for. All right, even 4.2 is a bit the breakout of the all-time high, which is 3.3. Simply we can look for 4.2, then with the breakout of 4.2, 5.4 following by 6. 5.4 again, 5.4 and 6. This is the targets I'm looking for, and we can expect after the breakout of the all-time high and the 4.2, this is where we can look for the daily correction, a deeper correction. All right, anyway, now this is what we the targets we're looking after the breakout of the all-time high, and the only thing is we want to see the breakout of the 1.97. We want to see after the break whether we can get the correction either before or after, and we prefer to see the correction after the breakout of 1.97. All right, then if we move to lower time frame, and one thing I need to highlight here, if we move to monthly chart, see where the price tag almost the highest price, then this is what we get. Even this is one move up in a monthly chart. Now if the price of 1.97 couldn't break, can we expect the next drop similar to any of this? All right, this is where we need to be quite careful. Whoever get the trade for buy within this range, at least at the entry, they should know how to at least protect their trade, protect their entry, at least book some profit in case it couldn't break 1.97 and turn to a deeper correction or reversal. At this point, I'm not looking. We cannot. I mean, we are not looking for the reversal. We are looking for the breakout. Then the only thing is we should book some profit, and if anyone wants to look for buy at this point, for me I prefer to see the breakout of 1.97 before I take the next trade. At this point I'm not really interested to look for the trade. At least we want to see the confirmation to see the breakout of this. All right, then the only times we will look for buy if we get that correction based on forward chart or daily chart, not the monthly. For forward chart or monthly chart. All right, but at this point traders they can look for buy, but they need to be quite careful because of what we have here, or the deeper correction. Anyway, if we move to lower time frame, weekly chart, we don't see anything to discuss, and if we put this one, we zoom in, the price couldn't tag the previous stop, almost near, but it couldn't tag. Then can we refer to the indicators for the divergence? All right, if we put this one, can we consider this one as a divergence? And how about here? All right, here we do, even if we want to consider, we cannot, and mostly we look at the MACD. The divergence, we're looking at the MACD. If we have a divergence, then first we consider MACD, then this chart, this indicator. All right, I don't see the divergence here at this point, but based on MACD I see the divergence. But whether we can call it the divergence or not, when I say we see the divergence, I'm just explaining whether we can call it as a divergence or not. The price couldn't tag the previous top. Then for me, I don't, at this point, I don't consider a divergence. The times the price could break the previous top, yes, I will look at it as a divergence. Does mean we are not looking for the reversal, we're looking for continuation. The only thing is how sharp and when it can break the price, the 1.97. And if I move to daily chart, I don't see anything. Okay, but before the price can tag or break the all-time high, which is somewhere around 3 and 3.3, all right, what's the next target we can look for after the breakout of 1.97? If the price could break 1.97, the short-term targets based on daily chart I'm looking for, the next one is 2.37 following by 2.9. All right, this is the target we're looking for. If anyone get the trade for buy, they want to look for the target before see the breakout of the all-time high, we can look for 2.37 following by 2.9. Then we can look for the 3.3, and 3.3 all-time high is not the target. This is the all-time high. We want to see whether the price can break the all-time high or not. Okay, technically after the breakout of 1.97, this is the targets I'm looking for. But as I mentioned, at this point, I don't see any trade setup, and I prefer to see the breakout of the 1.97 unless we see the correction here, right? I don't see any new any information. If we look at the indicators to discuss, then we move to forward chart. All right. How about if we put this stop and relative to the previous one, and if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence between these two, and this one doesn't show us a divergence. Then what does it mean? Whether we need to consider about the divergence or not, this divergence we can expect to see the forward correction similar to any of this. We are not looking for the reversal. That's why if anyone wants to look for buy, if they get any opportunity, any correction similar to what we have here, then any reversal flag similar what we get here, it turns to a correction, then there was opportunity to look for buy from here. Even in my last video, we have been looking for buy from here, and this is what we get. Okay, then, but at this point, again, I don't see any trade setup. We prefer to wait. Either we see the breakout of 1.97 before we take the next trade, or we wait for the confirmation. And the only thing is, at this point, the breakout of 1.97 is very important. Okay, if not, the price couldn't break, then may we see the dip, or could the price can consolidate here for longer time. But mostly we are expecting to see the breakout, and even we are expecting the price break the all-time high. And if we move to 1 hour chart, I don't see anything to discuss. The only thing is now we're looking at this. We want to see what we get. Okay. And again, if the new things in this video we want to highlight, after the breakout of the 1.97, after the breakout of the 1.97, the next target we can look for is 2.73 following by 2.9. Thanks. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, then I will share. Thanks.